Our next destination just north of Masada was Qumran, an ancient settlement, but also the location of a cave in which the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered. This is the cave. In late 1946, early 1947, a Bedouin shepherd was looking after his sheep and throwing pebbles into the entrance of a cave when he heard the sound of pottery. He climbed up and looked inside the cave to discover what are now known as the Dead Sea Scrolls, which are over 2,000 years old. They were probably hidden at the time of the Roman sieges. The caves being in close proximity to the settlement. The scrolls are ancient, some dating back to the 3rd century before Christ. They were eventually sold to an antique dealer for 7 Jordanian pounds, at that time $28 US. They are actually priceless and are now housed in the Shrine of the Book in the grounds of the Israel Museum. The remains of the settlement can clearly be seen. It's a popular tourist destination, the dry climate here preserving the ruins. Here the walls of the pottery storeroom and kitchen. Next to it, the refectory where they would dine. And the water cistern. I've actually seen the rain fall on these hills and gush like a torrent down to the Dead Sea. It's been known to wash cars into the sea as it cascades down off the hills. When that happened, the cisterns would be filled. Thus the community were able to survive in this barren desert. The historical and religious significance of the scrolls is because they include the 2nd oldest known surviving manuscripts of books included in both the Hebrew Bible and the Old Testament. This is the scriptorium, where the scrolls would be kept, and some were even found here. The gateway to the scriptorium has stones that resemble those of the temple, though much smaller. The Qumran sect, believed by some to be the Essenes, lived here and diligently studied the books of the Bible and also copied them. A reconstruction shows what it was like. Brick benches and tables were found here. Also found here were hundreds of pottery lamps that would burn olive oil. Next to it, a ritual bath where they would be ceremoniously cleansed. A fascinating visit to this ancient historic site. From there we went a couple of miles away to the Dead Sea and the lowest land elevation on Earth at 1,412 feet below sea level. The actual Dead Sea is a further 997 feet deep, though it is receding at a swift rate. It contains a great variety of minerals and is said to be good for the skin, so everyone gets a good coating of mud. Some more than others. Its salinity is 34.2%, thus making it very easy in which to float. Thus the tourists do their thing, being careful not to put their heads under the water and keeping the water away from eyes and mouth. So everyone had fun. Sometimes people bring a book to read as they float. It's a strange experience. Next stop, Jerusalem.